Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sajin F1 here. And so we've already done how to early game, we've done how to end game. So let's go ahead and make a video about how to do mid game, how to transition from your first drop, probably when the first storm starts to come, until when one of the last storms start to come. So we'll probably work on about the 6-minute to about 12-minute mark. And I'll go over about 3 different replays and we'll see how it progresses. All right, without wasting any more time, let's get into it. All right, so here we are. So if you look at the stage of the game, we're about almost 7 minutes in. Storm's starting to move in. We survived our landing spot. We landed right here at crates, and now we decided. So at this point, what happened is we looted there. I think the bus ends up going at this angle, like coming across here. So, and this is also the tournament mode, by the way. So we decided to go into the woods to get more mats. So we weren't happy with where we were. So before we progressed more into the circle, we wanted to take a little more time to get mats. So we couldn't go north for whaling at the moment, just because the way the bus route was. If we want to get mats, it probably was better to go here, just because we knew the bus route came this way. And we got lazy links, risky reels, whaling people who went to whaling, and tomato, who all could have gone that way. And we just want to get our mats right after us arriving early and transitioning from the early to the mid game kind of thing. So we're in here getting our mats. Now, I think around now is when we're like, oh, we're pretty good. I probably have like max wood, and we're just moving forward and probably have some brick and steel from here. Now, our next rotation, look, mid game is just all about rotations, understanding circles, and pathing. At this point, we're suspecting that there's probably somebody in retail, but it's probably about one team. I'd be surprised if there was many teams. Obviously, I'm cheating because I can see right here, but this is the kind of thoughts that I'm thinking also in game. It's like at this point in the game, there's probably not too many people left over at retail, and there's probably not too many people rotating retail. People from here probably just went straight in. They probably already, if these people probably would have already been by here already, or and so on and so on. And then these people are just kind of rotating in. That's their likely paths. So there's probably about one team here, and instead of just going straight here, if we just do a straight shot from where we were here, the problem is we have the dust people who'll be at the diner. Diner's probably popping off around now from all these people rotating in. So we have people at the diner, people who could rotate here, and then we have the retail people that come in, so we can get pinched by this way. So to try to eliminate being pinched, we go ahead and push retail, so we can eliminate the people who might be behind us. Go ahead, we push retail, and there we go. This one's not going to be so focused about the actual fighting and mechanics and all that kind of stuff. Probably should, yeah, so we're not going to work about mechanics too much, but let's just say, look, we win the fight, and move forward. Getting our mats, it's all about communication, what's here, who's going to hold what. You want to spread the wealth, if someone's holding med kits, and like, don't both have minis, shields, if you can hold something else. Like somebody hold the mini, somebody hold the meds or the 50s or whatever it is. Make sure you're maximizing what you can hold. Now, next circle. So look at where we're at here. Now we are way far from the circle. There's a couple things that, like I was saying, now we're just thinking pathing. How do we want to get to this next zone? What kind of time we have? We don't really have a lot of time to mat up and to get to where we want. We probably use some mats here. Like we see us the whole time as we run. You see me, I'm probably gonna swipe this. Like just as we go, okay. Oh, I remember what happened here. I was talking to stream and then she boxed me in and I minimized. Anyway, so yeah, so as you're going, you're just constantly getting mats. Just if you swipe a little tree over there, you can keep running, going forward. We decide to go through here. Look, I'm assuming people are dusty, and they are. So at the diner, people are most likely at the diner. Well, at this point, actually, people could be in dusty getting the mats. But so the pathing that we don't want to get pinched. It's very likely Salty's gonna have people. I wish I would have said all this before I see them, because this is the kind of things you're figuring out. Like, so we just eliminated the retail people. And actually, if you would have saw, if we didn't kill those retail people, we would have ended here. And then the diner people could have came down, and then the retail people could have came up, and we could have got pinched. But we went to retail to eliminate somebody and to kind of stop a pinch, which is worked out for us, because we would have been in a pinch if we would have just kind of went in here. Now the next path, how do I want to get to this next circle? It depends on what you also want. Do you want to fight? Are you looking for fights? Are you looking to just get there safely? Or like, and you have to take into consideration your position. Do I have a lot of mats right now? Do I have the guns I want? Things like that. You're all thinking about all these things, and that's gonna like dictate your decision progressing forward. So if we're not, and also how far from the storm you are. So if, like, let's say we get into a fight with these people right here. Say they're really good players, and just like it's just a long stalemate, and then let's say they even just jump out and glide out, and we never get to kill them, and we never get their mats, their resources, and get the rewards. We just pretty much used a lot of mats for nothing. They got away. And now we have to go run all the way, get pushed by the storm, because now the storm's gonna be coming and we gotta try to make it all the way to the circle with no mats, can't farm along the way, you know what I mean? So these are decisions that you make, and these are the risks that you would take if you had to go across the map to the next zone. Right now we're just thinking, all right, look, there's probably people in Salty, there's probably people at Diner. The best bet is let's try to get a little more mats, cut right through Dusty, and then we'll go get the stones right here, and then we'll take those stones, do that little bounce thing where you jump on the little, I don't even know what you want to call it. And I'll take that and then we'll safely get into the zone. That's the plan. And then there's a fight. We have to take this fight. So they're right there. We see them working on zombies. And now we just do work. And then, yeah. So anyway, we moving forward. We get that. This is what I'm talking about. We loot up what we can. And we're out of here. Now we're looking, how do we want to do this? I think I saw people to the left, actually. Let me point that out. Let me go to third person. Yeah, you can see them right there on the floor. As they came through invisible, I was scouting to the left, to the right, see where I wanted. There's a drop right there, and I saw a dude already there. So I'm like, all right, well, let's just move. We could have fought them, but the problem with fighting them is the risk that you take is if I run straight up to them and I fight them down here, and let me look at the map. If I fight them down here, it's really low elevation, and people, especially in this part of the circle where everyone probably just rotated in. And as you can see, so many people are right here. So if we fight them in the river, all these people are going to start hearing it, and they're going to start pushing, and they're going to, from the high ground, we're going to be way down there, and people from all these little mountainsides are going to start shooting at us. And that's not what we want. We don't know where they are. This is very likely that people are here. But look at the circle. Look at how populated, like all these areas are rotated in. The most popular spot is probably going to be on this side of the circle. Now we're starting to get towards the end game. We kind of got into our spawn. There's only 14 people left. We made it here just through rotations, getting our mats. We're in a good place. We have a bunch of mats. We're deciding who we're going to third party first. We decide here because we hear shooting, and in retrospect, like, these guys were actually just shooting the zombies, but we thought they were fighting. And then we know people are down there in the river. I decide that we should probably fight the people up here, because the people in the river, like, if we fight the people in the river, the people here are already kind of up the mountain. It's a lot easier for them to come behind us and start shooting us. If we shoot them, these people have to climb up the mountain in order to get to us. And it's so these people are the bigger threat. So just kind of threat evaluation, we decide, all right, we're gonna take the people on that are on this side of the mountain. We take them on, we kill them. And then immediately after we loot up, we turn around, and on the people that were coming up the mountain, we change our focus to them. See, now we go back to them because they had to climb up the mountain, and then we end up getting these kills as well. And then that's pretty much it for the mid game. Yeah, now we are definitely into the end game scenario, and we're gonna stop that there, because if you want to learn more about that, go ahead and check my end game guide, and we're moving on to the next replay. All right, so we're in another game. Now we're at Shifty. Yeah, we're about at the 7-minute mark. Storm's starting to come in, pushing people in. Now, what you want to do is evaluate your circle. Before I start rotating in, at this point, I'm probably going to wait to see how many people get pushed in by the storm. So I'm assuming people are probably going to Greasy. It also depends on your bus. If the bus went this way for whatever reason, and I flew all the way to Shifty, it's less likely people are going to be at Greasy. If the bus came around like this, Greasy's going to be loaded. Snobby will have people. Tilted always has people. The factory, so people will be pushing up, pushing in, pushing down from this kind of a circle. So you're just kind of predicting and remembering where the bus kind of was and what's the likely pathing from people. In this game, before I move in, I'm waiting and I'm listening for people to either be out here fighting zombies, fighting each other, or from like Greasy Grove, and then people have been coming down. So I'm gonna wait, because I also know like that I have a way out. What I like about Shifty is I can take the little stones, the little shadow stones, hop off, and I can get to where I got to go pretty fast. So I'm okay with hanging out here and then making sure I clean up people behind me, but I don't want to get pinched. So we're just sitting there waiting in. We're suspecting. I'm kind of hiding. You see how I'm playing it safe. I'm not just jumping around killing zombies. I'm literally hugging this wall, being safe. I'm getting my shields up, which is awesome. Killing these things give you shields, which I found out yesterday, which made these zombies way more, like, way cooler. I still wish they had less of them in the end game, yeah, in the end game than they are now, but I see the build fight up there. I decide to third party that. So I'm moving in. Yeah, I don't go to take anything down because like these guys can fly now. Like everybody can just deploy their glider. So I'm like, all right, look, I'm just gonna join the fight. So I move my way up there, but the decision is this. So we're not going, oh, look at his eyes. I never noticed I had red eyes. But yeah, so the decision is to third party this fight and get in there while, like, instead of waiting for somebody to like win, I'm just gonna go up there and fight. One, I could wait for them to fight a little bit more, but I kind of want to have some fun. So I get up there and we just get after it. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into the mechanics of it, so it's more just about rotating. I have other videos on actually fighting and all that kind of stuff. But I remember this particular spot, and it's good to see. It's like people just kept showing up one after the other, and then gliding away, and I'm not able to finish off the fight. And then for whatever reason, just getting away. And then when I chased them, somebody else showed up, so I wasn't able to get mats or nothing. So now I'm kind of not in a good place. I end up launching out. Or no, I did the rift out. Anyway, so let's look at the circle. Let's look at my next rotation. I am not wanting to fight right now. I don't have any mats. I think I have less than 100. I'm not trying to fight anybody right now. I want to get my mats up. Now we're looking at, since I'm in a weak spot and considering this, where do I want to rotate to? I want to get my mats up. Dusty's looking good. The thing is, you got to think of how can I avoid people right now? Definitely Salty's gonna have people, and a very popular rotation right now is gonna be right in here, because think about where people are gonna be traveling from. Tilted Towers, the Pleasant people, the Leaky Lake, Lazy Links, people coming down. It's just this part right here, and everybody who went out here, as they move in and they fight and all this, everyone's gonna just start rotating in from here because it's very popular right here. So they're pathing this here in this place, and then they'll probably come here or to Dusty Diner or things like that. So I'm expecting people here and I'm expecting people here. I'm gonna beeline it straight to here, get a stone, go into Dusty, mat up. Because I can't really take any of the fights. If I wanna go for some kills, I will rotate up here and I'll find these people. And yeah, and there they go. They all start popping out. Look how popping it is over here. Remember, this is a solo match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's not quite there, but he's on his way. There's a lot of people right here. So exactly, or we kind of scout it out, make sure no one's right around. I land straight on a stone, snag that bad boy, and then peace out. I can't take a fight. I go in here, and we do just that. We go ahead and then we focus on matting up. And then right next to another fight. So originally I was like, man, I'm just gonna leave them alone, get some mats, and then whatever. But then I'm like, you know, maybe I'll go for a third party type of a situation. I trust in my ability to fight, and while they're fighting and before they get like heal up and all that kind of stuff, maybe I can jump in there. And it worked out for me. And then if you get the kill, you get their mats. So, and I don't have an AR. I just remember I had my little green revolver gun, 6-shooter. And he's gone. Now we got his mats. And now we're sitting way prettier. And we're gonna take out some zombies, get some more shields, and we're looking good. And now it's just all about make sure let's round off the mats. We're ready to transition into the late game. We look at the circle. I'm right here. I have nowhere to go, so I'm just listening. If I hear people fighting, I might go third party it if I feel like I'm able to. Now we're kind of getting to the end game here, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. And we're gonna move on to the next game. All right, storm's kind of coming in. We're sitting at Shifty again. I always suspect people to come in from Greasy Grove to kind of rotate in, or from the south, especially from this circle. The circle's up here, so people could from Greasy probably could just go straight up, or they can cut across here. So I have my points that I'm gonna be focusing on and expecting people to come. So look, I'm swiping this tree, but I'm also scanning out here. I also always look at this tree, see if that tree's been taken out, because if it has been, then I know someone's probably around here somewhere. If I haven't dealt with that person already, then I know to watch out. And we're just looking, debating. I see somebody coming up, spotted. Instead of taking that shot, since he has the high ground and I knew it would be hard, I was just gonna go up there first. But yeah, there's actually somebody behind me too. I started tunneled in on this guy, but I could have also scanned one more time just to see. But then again, I probably wouldn't have taken this fight, and I probably would have just still chased this guy, because if I take this fight, then this guy has the high ground and he can start lasering and being annoying from there. He's much more of a third-party threat than this guy is a third-party threat for me fighting him. And yeah, so we knew what to expect, because that's just the likely path. It's very unlikely people are going to be coming from Salty, run inside, and come up through Shifty from the right. Or it's very unlikely. I mean, this battle bus people, they would have already came in already at this stage in the game. It's very unlikely someone's going to come through this way. These people are all going to rotate this way or cut across here. So my most likely pass that I should keep an eye out for to come like as threats to me would be the south and to like. So I see a third-party opportunity because I saw two people there. I saw this guy trying to sneak in on the other dude, so I decided to move in. That's third party, and that's all that is. Third party him. Bada boom, bada bing. That guy's gone. He swaps. Bam, he's gone. I hear somebody. He moves on. This guy's shooting at him. This guy, because he didn't build, I assessed him as not a big threat, so I actually shoot at the bigger threat. That guy. And then I know he's hurt. Finish him. Now we don't gotta worry about him. And yeah, and that's just mechanics, whatever. That's just a little decision. We fight. Now our decision is, where do we progress from here? I'm gonna go on this mountain for sure, since I'm already here. And what I don't want to do is I don't like going into the river right here. And especially when people are going to be rotating out from here towards the lake and from Tilted. I'm assuming people are in Tilted. They're not, but I thought they might be. And I didn't want to go through the river and then get hit. So, and then if I wanted to avoid fights, I probably would have went this way more. And then, but I think I decided to go straight down the middle. Because maybe I was like looking for fights. Just depends on where you're at. Like, I'm feeling good. I got all the heals in the world. I got shields. I got mats. I got guns that I like I'm ready to fight. And you don't have to fight if you don't want to. You can just wait and get transition to the end game, but it depends on what you're looking for. And then I just see a bunch of little ramps, so I just glide ramp to ramp to ramp, all these pre-built ramps. I'm just looking every time I'm jumping around, seeing if people are behind me or what's going on. So as I'm going down here, I actually thought that was a dude, but then that was a zombie. So then I'm thinking, all right, well, the zombie's chasing somebody. So probably somebody up here. Let's go find out. And yeah, we got a bogey on us. Fight this guy. Nothing too much to there, you know, he gets dropped. And we're healing up. And we're waiting for the next circle. Zombies are being ultra annoying. What's new? But pretty much, yeah, we're starting to get into the end game scenario. Top 8. Yeah, I see this dude cutting across, but it's not really an important engagement as far as mid-game is concerned. So, yeah, moving. Actually, hold on. I think we did all our replays. I think we did. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys understood what I'm kind of drill here. You can see it's not so much the fight. I purposely skipped over the fights because they're not important as far as, like, I mean, they're important, but they're not important to what the mid-game is really about. Rotations. Understanding your predicament and where you should go. What you're looking for. Can you handle this? Are you trying to avoid this? And that's how you use circles. How to avoid a pinch by making a decision prior. And that's what I've been saying to a lot of people when they're talking about game sense. Like, sometimes there's a decision you could have made prior to finding yourself in the situation that got you killed. So like, I could have died. Like, remember, let's go back to the first game when I was rotating from like crates, went to the trees, and then I went to retail. And I decided to take that out instead of just rotating in straight to Dusty, because I assumed there was possible that a retail people could have been there and there would have been diner people there, and then I could have got pinched. That could have been a fight that killed us, but it didn't. We decided to go down there and we took care of that. So that situation never like happened because we kind of avoided that. That could have never have happened at all, but it's another step that we took that kind of like solved that. So like things like that. Sometimes there's a decision that you can make prior to what got you killed. And that's how you kind of want to analyze that. Look at the map, look at the flow of the game, and what you could have avoided or what you could have done. And what cues did you have to kind of like set that up and like you know, that you, what cues did you have that we could see for the next game that you know, like, all right, that situation's about to happen, let's try to avoid it. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope that made sense. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do so, because we got videos and guides and coming out all the time, and I'm streaming all the time. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.